Today I want to talk about something totally unrelated to this channel. I'm not going to talk about a film or TV series or any kind of content. I want to talk about something that caught my eyes just now, and I want to talk about it a little. I want to address this problem that I'm seeing in a specific YouTube community that is situated in our country, in Bangladesh. So the thing that I saw is very disturbing to me and very disappointing. I never thought that I'm going to see something like this again, and I am always against those things. But I'm not going to talk about just one prospect. I'm not going to talk about just one point of view. I'm going to talk about 2 points of views. I'm going to talk about 2 sides, about those 2 things that I'm seeing. The reason I'm making this video is, in my country, and not my country, but in YouTube actually, some of the most highly watched videos are food related. And I think people love to watch other people eat food or other people making foods. You can get tons and tons of recipes from a local restaurant to local street food to Michelin star level food recipes as well. You can find them in YouTube. People watch them. People love to watch them. So when you see those kind of things, you can also see that there are a lot of food reviewers or food review channel on YouTube as well. I love to watch them. I'm a big fan of Mark Wayne's. I'm a big fan of the Food Rangers. I'm also seeing a lot of videos. Recently I'm seeing a lot of the best food review channel. And they're amazing. They're reviewing foods, not just in one area, but they're traveling around the world just to give us a food review. And that's an incredible thing. And I really love their content as well. And those reviewers also influence and motivate other people to do food reviews as well. People who love to eat food, people who have passion about foods, they get inspired from those contents and they start their own channel or their own journey. And that's also a good thing, right? And I really support it. If you are into it and you get a motivation to start, you should start. So I think this kind of channel also motivates and inspires some of our people, some of my country's people as well. So there are right now, from until today, almost like 100 to 150 food reviewers, and they are all reviewing foods every day, and they're putting contents every day. If I'm gonna talk about some content creator who's doing food review, there are Rafsan the Chotobhai, there are a couple, or I don't know, I didn't see their contents a lot, but there are few food review channels in YouTube. The thing that I saw, and I am making this video today, is recently Rafsan the Chotobhai went to a restaurant, and it was situated in Malghat, and it's a fish themed restaurant. The restaurant's name is Hilsha. It's the name of a fish, and the restaurant is built on this fish shape, and it's a huge restaurant. People are going there, eating there, and doing reviews and stuff. And Rafsan the Chotobhai went there to eat the food in this restaurant, and he wanted to review this restaurant's food. The problem was the restaurant didn't allow him, and it wasn't like they didn't allow anyone. The fact that some YouTube reviewers went there, ate their food and reviewed those foods, while other YouTubers are being forced to leave or forced to not film videos there. That's an issue that I want to acknowledge. That's the issue that I want to talk about.
If we're filming right now and they don't know we're filming right now, kept the camera in a certain position. But I mean, একটা জিনিস just তোমাদের বলতেছি, personally আমার যেটা মনে হচ্ছে this is not fair. Like apparently ওরা কালকে রাতের দিক they stop allowing filming. But কালকে কিন্তু অনেক ইউটিউবার যেমন RS5 তারপর বাংলাদেশ YouTube রিভিউয়াররা ফিল্ম করে গেছে না। আজকে আমরা লিটারালি ভোর 6টায় ঢাকা থেকে মাওয়াতে আসছি to shoot this video. First allow করতেছে, হঠাৎ করে আধা ঘন্টা পর they're like we can't film. This is kind of BS, right?
So let's just pay and get out.
No. We are going to eat the food here and we will videotape it and they won't notice it. And we will we have been waiting since 6 a.m. So it's not a joke. Yeah, hold on, we'll film it with our phone, give fucking voiceovers. So আমরা permission এখন পাবো 100%. Oh, thank you. Yes, we just got permission to film. Yay.
It's not something that people understand or something, because they just see that they're going there to eat and they're reviewing food, they're giving negative reviews or positive reviews, negative reviews hampering the business and all that. But there's another side to it, and that's what I want to talk about. Recently, before this, YouTube content creators who review foods, before that there was a couple of Facebook groups there who reviewed food. You can post your food review in there as an article, and you can include foods in the pictures. You can also put videos as well. And those groups are very, very active. They're very active today as well, and they are big groups. I don't want to name their names because they're incredibly aggressive towards people who talk against them. So I'm not going to name any names. What they do is they go to a new restaurant and they literally ask for money, and if they don't get the money, they just threaten you to give so many negative reviews about the restaurant that your business will eventually have to be gone. It will shut down. That's the business. That's the policy that they face. You open a restaurant. A guy came. He asked you to give him money for nothing. I mean nothing. He just gives you a protection, a very weak protection, that like if anyone comes to your restaurant and he eats something bad from your restaurant and he want to give a negative review in our group, we're not going to approve it. That's it. That's the the protection that they're serving. And if you don't listen to them, they won't approve any positive reviews about a restaurant. Only the negative reviews are going to be approved, and they have their own people who will post regularly that this restaurant sucks. That's what they do. So you have to pay them no matter what. If they go there, you have to pay them. They will do a couple of events in your restaurant, and you have to feed them for free. Basically, it's a hostile situation. And because of that, I think restaurants are very, very more aggressive towards food reviewers right now. I think that's the problem. Whenever they see a food reviewer, they see as a person who's coming to hamper the business. And that's why they don't want food reviewers to come to the restaurant. And it's heartbreaking, because we could have done so much more. And with this community, in our country, YouTube community is very, very weak. We don't have a community actually. We just have a couple of YouTubers who have nothing to communicate with, and they are all solo, and they're working just like that, in a solo way. So they could have done a lot better in this situation. They could build a community that resolve around food. They could do collaborations. They could do a lot of things, and they didn't do that. What they did, that they took this opportunity and they used it in the most negative way possible. They straight cut, massacred the entire review system, and now nobody believes a negative review or a positive review in our country. If you want to know if this restaurant's food is good or bad, you have to go there to eat, and then you will know if it's good or bad. If you see 20 negative reviews in a restaurant, you still don't believe them. You have to go there, you have to eat, then you decide it's good or bad. That's the level we are at. We don't believe in reviews anymore. It's totally destroyed. The fundamental of belief is destroyed in this sector. So after that, some of the YouTube reviewers came and they started doing their reviews, and it's, I mean, yeah, they're doing very good in their own ways, and they're reviewing restaurants. The food, some of them are very honest. Some of them, I find them quite suspicious. And in this point, I'm not going to talk about any names. I'm just going to be saying those things. I think they had to face those kind of discriminations because of that situation, because of that problem. The fundamental of belief is gone, and that's why they're suffering as a new or capable food reviewers. If you think about the fundamental of this, then you get another question. Why those reviewers get to go in this restaurant while the others can't? What did they do? Did they took permission from them, or did they do something? Did they do positive reviews or something? Those kind of questions comes in front of you, and you want to know about it. You want to talk about it. You want to know what's the issue there. Why Rafsan the Chotobhai is being ignored by the restaurant authorities, while the other food reviewers came to the same restaurant making the same videos about food, and they're getting permission. How is that possible? How do this kind of thing happens? And to me, the answer is that paying scheme is not totally gone. I'm straight cut saying that because that's what it is. If you are seeing a food review and the review is not about food but about the restaurant, and it's a positive review, there's a high chance that it's a fake review, and it's a paid review as well. You basically hire a food reviewer in your restaurant, you feed them for free, you give them some money, and then they review your food, your restaurant, and they give 5-star or something, and your business booms because they have a big community and they are showing you that thing. This business is good. You should totally visit. Their food is delicious. Their food is good. Their environment is good. Waiters are well behaved and all that. And then you go as a person, as a customer, and you see totally different things. And you want to give a negative review because you want to acknowledge the fact that the review that you saw was fake. And you say that to other groups because you're not a content creator. You are just a customer who wants to give a food review or a restaurant review. And you go to those groups and you want to post a negative review because you want to tell other customers, other potential customers, that this is not a real review, it's a paid review, you should not go there. The food actually sucks, or the behaviors are actually very rude, and environment is not that good. Stuff like those, you want to say that, and then they don't get approved because they're already paid. So this entire thing is in a chain of command, and I'm really disgusted when I actually found out about this. And in a lot of national television, they actually made news about it. They made investigative news about those groups. And I mean, what can I say? It's very disgusting and very immoral thing to do, just to get a business running. If you want to do a good business, just serve good food, train your waitress or waiter in a well manner, tell them to behave well, keep your environment clean, keep your kitchen clean. I don't know, watch some Kitchen Nightmare or something. But do that. You are going to serve disgusting food. You are going to show disgusting behavior towards your customers. You're going to curse them, or you're going to show them attitude. Your environment is bad. There are flies in your food, there are cockroaches in your food, there are hair in your food, and people cannot post negative comments about you because you already paid those groups and they are not approving your negative comments. And that's why other restaurants who's not in this chain of command, they think those reviewers are a representative of this chain of commands and they don't want them to be there. And the restaurant who's in the chain of commands already have their own food reviewers, so they don't want real food reviewers in your restaurant. So that's the thing. And I'm very disappointed about it. And that's the majority of my talking, because that's the main point that I want to talk about. Now, the second point that I wanted to talk about is a little minor, but I think it's about it's to the food reviewers, and especially Rafsan the Chotobhai, if he's watching this video. I want to talk about something that he needs to know and he needs to hear. If you are watching this video, I'm not talking about this Rafsan the Chotobhai, I'm talking about everyone else who's watching this. If you know Rafsan the Chotobhai, then it's good. If you know him from the Best Food Review channel, when they visited Bangladesh, and he was the co-host with Sonny, and he was very energetic, everybody loved him. And yeah, he is also really energetic, and he's a very well-known YouTuber in our country. What I want to say to Rafsan the Chotobhai is, I think you should review food rather than restaurants from now on. Because when I saw you with Sonny, I was quite surprised, because you were trying so many Bangladeshi food for the first time with Sonny. You didn't try that, I never tried this, or I never tried that. You are a food reviewer, man. You should have a vast knowledge about food. And to do that, to have that, you need to review foods instead of restaurants. Your contents are very much focused on restaurants. It's like, hello guys, today I'm in this restaurant, I'm not going to review this restaurant's food. I think you should move on from that perspective, and you should review food in general. There are so many places where you can find so much food that people are not reviewing, and I think you should do that. I'm just saying that to you because I love your videos, I love your content, I love your energy, and that's why I'm telling it to you specifically. And then this message goes to all the other food reviewers as well. If you want to review food, and if you want to say, you call yourself a food reviewer, review food, not restaurants. You can literally review street foods and still get millions of views. If you watch food related videos, you can see that most of the highly watched videos are about street foods. I was so surprised when Sonny was trying some street food in Bangladesh and Rafsan was saying, I didn't try those foods. And it was a little surprising to me. Not little, it was very surprising to me because a food reviewer from Bangladesh didn't try Bangladeshi street food.
Wait, have you had intestine before?
Never ever in my life.
I got a nice toothpick here. Yeah, it smells very Emily. Oh, let's go for it.
Okay, I have a confession.
You've never eaten this? Nice.
And it was like, wow, what is this? I was disappointed at that moment. So this message goes to the Rafsan the Chotobhai and all the other YouTubers in our Bangladeshi YouTube community who does food reviewing contents. Review foods. If you go to a local restaurant and tell them that I want to review your food, they're not going to stop you. They will be very much welcoming to you. Do you know why? Because you'll find local food restaurants that's running for 20 to 30 years and they have strong confidence about their food. So they know that whatever you're gonna eat here, you're gonna love it. So do that. Go to a local market, find a store where most of the people are sitting and eating something. Eat that, review that food. Do this instead of going to restaurants. Because I don't know what sort of base audiences are. You know better than me. But there are hundreds of thousands of people out there who want to see you review food. And whenever you post a videos, anyone who posted a videos, you're posting about restaurants. If you want to call yourself food reviewers, just review it. If you want to review restaurants, then call yourself critics or something. I don't know what, but don't call yourself food reviewers because you're not reviewing food, you're reviewing restaurants. Move on from that. That's what I want you to say. And if there's anyone who's inside the cycle, I want to say that I know you are doing it for money or something, but it's not a long run. You're not gonna do well in long run. You will be exposed, and when you do, the market that you created for yourself, the audience base that you created for yourself will be gone in a second. So I want you to be honest. I want to be courageous, and I want you to be positive towards everyone. Don't be hostile. Don't be someone who hold the authority. Just be normal, act normal, eat food. If you like it, say you like it. If you don't, say you don't. Be an informant. Don't be a mafia. That's what I want to say. If you can, then just leave. Just leave this profession, do something else. We have seen so many sectors that was destroyed by this kind of behaviors and this kind of syndicates. One of them is my film industries. And I want to talk about that in other videos. But when a syndicate comes and control a business or an industry, and they're not anything about these industries, they basically destroy it. And that's what's happening in food industry in our country. We have so many restaurants open every year, and also we have so many restaurants closing in a year. So people should understand what kind of problem they're bringing before they hamper this. It's already done, it's already hampered in so much ways. People don't believe in food review anymore. So they should understand this. They should not destroy this anymore. That's what I want to say about this incident, and I think I've talked about this a lot, but I'm very disappointed when I heard this, when I heard that this happened. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have anything to say about this incident in the comment section, please say it and I'll read it if I can. And thank you for watching. I'll be seeing you in the next video as well. Until then, I take a leave.